Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rob. I have got a mail call to do, and you know, you'd think I'd remember to set my camera up exactly where I wanted before I start doing this, but that would require a whole lot more thinking than I seem to be very capable of. I got a package in the mail a few days ago. One of those kind of unexpected sort of, I mean, I knew he was going to send me something, but I didn't know what it was going to be. I was expecting a channel sticker, and it wasn't a channel sticker. It was something way, way, way cooler than a channel sticker. Now, I asked the guy about it. He said he didn't care if I said who he was, but I think he's not maybe quite ready for me to say that yet. He's working on a channel, starting to get built up a little bit, but he said he's not quite ready to have a bunch of subscribers or anything like that. So, until he's ready, and when he says, then I'll be glad to tell you who it is. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you what it is and let you check this out. This is some pretty cool stuff here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit, and I'll show you. This is one of those things I absolutely wasn't expecting. Alright, let's see. That may be too close, but we'll figure it out. So let's go closer, right? Alright. It's one of those times where I just I don't know quite what to say or what to do. I don't want to be silly about it, but yet this is just really cool. And so, without getting overexcited and acting like a little girl or something, I'll show you this. I'll show you what's here. We'll just do this. He sent me this right here. This is kind of cool. I've seen these before, but I've never had one. This is a little drill transfer pump. You hook up to your cordless drill or even an electric drill, I guess. But you hook your hoses to it and you can pump water right out of buckets, rain barrels, whatever else. So in the event of no power, you could even probably, I'm not going to say that, my guess is you could rig up something to do this by hand even and pump water that way. That's a pretty cool little thing. I'm looking forward to trying that out. Set that there. He sent me a hat. I love hats. And this is a pretty, whoops, I'm going to drop everything. This is a pretty cool hat. This one is a good summertime shade hat. It's got snap sides. It's got a veil, I guess is the right word, that goes around to kind of give a shade from the back, and it's camouflage, so I could even use this while I'm out dove hunting. Something else like that. That's going to be kind of nice. My wife may actually steal this from me, but maybe I'll let her. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Am I zoomed in too close? Let me back up a little bit more here. Alright, let's try that. So we got that, pardon me. And that's not coffee, it's too late in the day for coffee. He sent me this along there too, and one of the reasons I knew that maybe I shouldn't tell too much about it is that he had said that the address on the front was a fake address. So that means I'm not supposed to send him anything back, but I can, and he'll know when he watches this. I can tell him thank you and how cool this is. I emailed him already, but a little Pledge of Allegiance, so I'm going to wind up hanging that up. That's the next best thing to a channel sticker, so I'm going to put that in here. And then on the back it's the American's Creed. So put that over there too. Now, here, as they say, is the pièce de résistance. I don't really speak French, in case you were wondering. I know some French words, but I probably shouldn't say many of them right now. Alright, for starters, on the outside here is this cool little ground cloth. And I have to confess, I don't for sure know what this is, but I think it's just a ground cloth. It's got 4 stakes in it. It spreads out, and it looks like it'd be a great place to be able to sit down if you were hiking or doing something like that and just kind of sit down for a little bit. But I even looked online and I couldn't find anything about it, but it's really cool. Everybody I've showed it to so far has just thought it was the neatest thing. I showed it to a whole group of people on Sunday. We got a bunch of kids that we look after on Sunday. When I say kids, they're like college-age kids that come out to where we go to church and all and do that. And so I was showing all this to them, and they all thought it was pretty cool. So I'll put this over here, and then we get into the meat and potatoes of this guy here. Check. Can you see this? Check this out. I mean, this has got everything. This is a complete emergency get-home kit, bug-out kit, whatever you had to do with it. This has got nearly everything you can think of that a guy would need. This is just the coolest thing. I don't know how long I spent going through all this and just looking at all the little pieces about. I mean, think of the time it took to put all this together. It's one of those things, I'm overwhelmed. It's just completely cool. This guy has everything. It's got a little flashlight in here. with a really good clip on it. Where is it? No, there we go. Different settings. It's got the whistle compass with a thermometer, which tells me that it is about 73 degrees in here. That's about right. Whistle compass, which I'm inside a metal building, so of course it's not going to want to work right. Yeah, there we go. It'll get there. Anyway, and a knife. You know me. I love knives. I love knives. And he sent one of those. Check this guy out. Little folder with a really nice sharp blade here. This guy feels great. It's a Kershaw, which I have to confess, I know the name, but I've never had a Kershaw knife, but now I do, and I just want to go cut something with this. I don't know, getting carried away. It's got paracord. It's got a magnesium striker. It's got a Bic lighter. It's got a little water kit in here. Check this guy. Look at it. A little water bag here with the tabs that go in it to purify water and carry it. It's got first aid kit with several different things in there. It's got a bug ban when the mosquitoes, I'm telling you what, we got mosquitoes right now, oh my gosh, and flies. Wow, of course, every year we get flies this time of year. They'll get so bad here in a few weeks I'll be able to go outside in the early mornings and write my name in them where they're stuck to the underside of my porch, my front porch. But I don't do that much. Usually what I do is just kind of rake them off and let the chickens eat them. Chickens just about get fat on flies in this time of year. This has fat wood. I told Panhandle Prepper just today, 3 or 4 months ago when I first started my YouTube channel, I had never heard of fat wood. If somebody said fat wood to me, I wouldn't have had any idea what they were talking about. That's maybe because of the part of the world I live in, we don't have stuff like that. And maybe just because I'm a hick redneck, I don't know. But now I know what fat wood is. I've seen it in action. I've got some, and I think it's terrific. There is a little rain poncho here, a little rain jacket, plastic to keep the rain off of you. I didn't take it out, but it feels like that's what it is. Could just be a sheet of plastic, but you can do the same thing with it. It has fire starting tabs right here. I've used these before. When I first moved up to Colorado years ago, I used a lot of these to light fires with because I had some rubes that were my roommates, both from Oklahoma. I'm from Texas. I got to get people from Oklahoma a bad time. I can't help it. But they didn't know anything about making fires or cutting wood or anything, and so we use fire starting little briquettes like this, the little impregnated wood tabs to get fires going sometimes. And this dude even has, I had never seen one of these. I'm embarrassed. I had to figure out what this guy was. I didn't know. Now I know. Ding. I think I know. I think it's a little fire steel. I haven't struck it yet. It could be a little sharpening tool. But I'm telling you, man, this is where I am. I can go rewire your grain elevator or your feedlot storage and production building, but I get something like this and I'm clueless. It's like with my cell phone. I have to have my 16-year-old come and show me how to do the simplest thing and then watch her roll her eyes at me like I'm some idiot. And then we got the good old Vaseline impregnated cotton balls. This kit's got everything. I tell you what I'm going to do with this kit. If I don't find somebody that needs it more than me, which I may not because this is just too cool. This is just too cool. I'm keeping this one, I think. I am going to put this in a Mylar bag that I can seal up, and then in another kind of a nondescript bag or a little backpack or something. And this one's going to live, this is probably going to live in one of my daughter's, my oldest daughter's driving now. I'm not excited about that. But this is probably going to live in whatever vehicle she takes, except I'm afraid she might not lock her doors good and somebody might get it. This is one of those things I'm going to overthink. You know, there's been 2 or 3 people we've talked about that. We overthink things, and I'm probably going to overthink this one. But I just wanted to brag on this little kit. This is the neatest thing. One of these days, you'll check back on my video, or I'll do another video and say, this is who it was, but for right now, it's a secret. And secrets are kind of fun sometimes. But anyway, you know who you are. Thanks again. This is the coolest, neatest kit. I have shown people this and bragged on this, And a lot of people just think it is great, and I think it's great too, and I can't thank you enough for thinking of me and sending that. And I hope that doesn't all sound too corny, because I promise, I mean it. It's very cool. Thank you very much. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm gonna do a video later on we're gonna build a cash tube. If y'all know what that is, let me back this out a little bit. I guess that's it. I must have the camera closer than I thought. We're gonna build a storage tube to put stuff in, and this is gonna be like the extra large Big Brother great granddaddy of that little small one that I opened up that time, that little time capsule I had. This one we're going to make it long enough, for no particular reason, but long enough that something like this will fit in there. This is a Mosin Nagant, and it's the longest firearm I own. So we're going to make it long enough it'll fit that. I'll never hide a gun anywhere, of course, but it'll be long enough that if I gave it to somebody and they wanted to, or if I just wanted to keep one out of the weather. But that'll be one of the next projects that we're going to do, and be looking for that. And I may get these all out of order. By the time you see this one, I may have already posted the one where we build the tube. I don't know. It depends on what happens. Anyway, guys, thanks. I appreciate y'all being here. Let me find the off button. Where is it? There it is.